everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my orchid adventures. And here we are today in my garden with my first batch of eBay orchids. If you guys have followed me on my adventures, you guys know that I did start selling orchids right on eBay. So this is my first batch, and I sold about 80% of them. Now, I'm not going to go over each and every one of these orchids. I will briefly go over them, but not each and every one, because I did post the information and pictures on my Facebook. So that is a great way to check out even in advance before I post the orchids up on my eBay, right on my Facebook page at My Orchid Adventures. And looking throughout my stash, you will see that I do have a lot of dendrobium orchids with many different varieties and also different colors. And we have some oncidium varieties as well right here. And taking a look over here, we also have some more dendrobiums and a cattleya back here. And we have some very nice species hybrid phals. Very beautiful indeed. And I actually had this one right here. So beautiful. This is really huge right here, and it's coming into bloom, so hopefully it'll be in flower by the time the buyer receives this. But very nice, beautiful leaves on this one. And I definitely had to spotlight this one right here because this is just so absolutely gorgeous. This is a species Phalaenopsis right here, an ambonensis, and as you can see, just huge leaves and multiple growths. This has multiple growths of blooming size ambonensis phals right in this community pot, and I think it's about 5 of them, and just a huge Phalaenopsis orchid, so beautiful, and I know that the buyer will be happy with this one. And as you can see, it's also in spike as well, so just a phenomenal species phal right here. And you guys should remember this Aranthes from my last video. You guys know the one that I was talking about, how my husband was making me get rid of my most favorite orchid. This is the one right here, the Aranthes. So spectacular, and I am so sad to see it go, but I'm so happy that it is going to a friend, also a viewer and an eBayer, Mr. Joshua Peterson. Thank you so much, and I know that you're really going to appreciate this one. And let me go ahead and show you the bloom right there. Yeah, isn't that spectacular, or is that spectacular? It's both. It's spectacular. So indeed. And again, folks, I already told you guys I am starting this as a business venture. So, you know, it's something that I gotta do. And with business ventures and anything that you want in life, you guys know that you really have to really push forth with all that you got. It's about discipline, it's about sacrifice, and it's about knowing the end result and the purpose you have in mind. So indeed, I have a big goal with a big purpose, so it takes big sacrifices. And you guys know this is such a big sacrifice for me to be able to let these beloved orchids go. When we're addicted to orchids, oh my, it doesn't matter if it doesn't belong to us or not, we still develop relationships with them. So I do love them. I've had, what, a good week and a half to spend with them, and yeah, they're taking a piece of my heart with me, but I know they're going to good homes. Okay, back to what I was doing. So this is also something that's sold, and this is a new release right here. This is a Rhyngovanda Quiltana Million bot, and indeed she has such glorious blooms, and the buyer of this is going to be able to enjoy the glorious bloom because it is in spike. So maybe about a week after it arrives, it should be in bloom, and it's going to bloom these really nice pink flowers, very fragrant, and this is known to be floriferous. It will bloom often, and there's also a slight variation with the blooms I have noticed on this type of orchid. So indeed, this is going to be beautiful. You're going to enjoy it, and guess what? I actually have one more for sale, and this is also in spike as well. It's just beginning to form its spike. So yeah, that's for sale, so if anyone's interested. And I also have this Vanda right here. This is a Vanda Prapathon Gold crossed with a Vanda Gordon Dillon. And if you guys know, Gordon Dillons are heavily spotted, very distinctive, so this should be a very beautiful orchid. Very nice size, very healthy, and is in spike. Now, I have not even posted her on my eBay yet, but she will be available soon. And last but never least, do you guys remember this Humungous Dunga of a specimen size Vanda that I have right here with 4 growths on here? This actually has also 2 keikis that are beginning to grow as well. So yeah, this is going to be pretty big, even bigger than what it is now. She stands at about 5 feet tall. I'm actually thinking of selling her on my eBay as well, but this has to go to a local buyer that's willing to meet me in the Orlando, Kissimmee area. And yeah, I'm really thinking about it. Not quite sure, but I'm thinking soon and very soon you might see this one pop on my eBay page. And that just about covers my first batch of orchids right here. And I have to tell you, we have a second batch, and boy oh boy did we do some damage. You're talking about some amazing orchids. Oh me, oh my. You're talking about a struggle with me letting them go. Oh me, oh my. You haven't seen a struggle yet until you see what I have to get rid of. So yeah, my second batch is even more amazing than this one, if you can imagine that. And I'll be posting that video really soon, so stay tuned for that. And folks, don't forget to visit me on my eBay page, and my user ID is My Adventures, because I will be getting new supply quite often. Once every 2 weeks I will have something new. So indeed, you've got to check me out, and you've got to stay tuned for more. Okay folks, and that is about it. I really have to spend some time, some last precious moments with these guys right here. I gotta give them their pep talk, their motivational, their inspirational talk to really empower them along the way so that they will bloom and live prosperous orchid lives. That's it folks, and I'll see you later. Love you guys. Mwah!